Okay, so it's time to battle. We have 2 against 2, and that is a multiplayer battle. So that means like I'm playing against people online, which I'm not very familiar with, but that is really the fun. And I begin with Weird Deer, which has Intimidate to drop their attack, especially for Rillaboom and Regirock. Although maybe Regirock has a more defensive spread, and so it's not going to be that effective. Maybe they have Body Press and Iron Defense, who knows. My partner has Zacian, and so they have the speed advantage. They could go straight for that steel attack into Regirock. I want to go for a Trick Room so that I can bring in my Groudon and try to sweep early. Or I can go for a Trick Room and maybe disable their last attack. They don't really have too many threats, although Rillaboom might have U-turn to try and pivot out. I go for a Terra Blast just to chip some damage off on that Rillaboom, and maybe Zacian can finish it off. Unfortunately, Zacian now is slower, so I don't know if that is a mistake that I made or something that can benefit us. Just because, like, my partner also has Lunala in the back as well as Zamazenta, and now we're faced with a Zamazenta in front of us. Probably is the better move to switch out. I cannot do enough damage to that Zamazenta now unless I Terra into a Fairy type, but they may have Heavy Slam, so that may be a big mistake. I will try to disable their best attack, which is probably Body Press. I go for a disable on the Regirock just to stop it from chipping away. It's probably very bulky and very defensive, so that means the Body Press will just do tons of damage and chip away at that Zacian, which is what it's doing right now. And unfortunately, Zacian goes down. Is that my Trick Room's fault? Maybe. Could they have maybe brought in like Lunala or something to take care of those body presses? Maybe, and then we have the advantage because we're faster in Trick Room. Okay, they bring in their own Zamazenta. So we'll see who outspeeds who. I unfortunately don't have a lot of answers here. I maybe have Groudon to try and take that sweep, but they've already started to go for their Iron defenses. And that makes Groudon an even worse matchup against the Zamazenta now. I mean, yeah, maybe I should have just brought it in early and then go straight for the Heat Crash before they get a chance to Terra. Maybe that could have been a mistake play. Our Zamazenta goes for that Iron Defense, but they have the disadvantage because they have not Terra. They will take that super effective damage from the Body Press. And it looks like an Iron Defense war and Body Press war on the field. I'll do my best to disable something that is valuable to them, and hopefully it's that Body Press. The Regirock goes for that Thunder Wave to try and like stop me from attacking sometimes, which they have successfully done right there. Okay, it's going to be an Iron Defense War. Heavy Slam does a lot of damage. Even despite that, it's not very, like, it's not super effective. It's just a neutral attack. This is a very, very tough one for me. Even Colossal right now cannot really do much. I have a Terra Grass Colossal, but I don't have any grass attacks, unfortunately. And, like, Zamazenta looks like it's just gonna body press itself to victory right now. And it seems very, very bulky, even in its special defense. I guess I've seen it quite often with Zamazenta and also with the Calyrex Ice. They normally go into a Water Terror, so it's probably best to bring in your best grass hitter as well as electric attacks against it. But I have neither here, unfortunately. Maybe if I look back, I could have maybe brought out maybe Murkrow to use that haze. Maybe Gastrodon. But I mean, we'd have to try and get this Zamazenta early to really do damage. Maybe I could put it to sleep with Vileplume, but yeah. My partner right now is coaching my weird deer. I guess it wants to try and go for the defensive boost to keep me alive, but it cannot really raise my attack to do much because I am a special attacker. I want to go for Trick Room again because we're both paralyzed now, so we should have the speed advantage in Trick Room before I go down, hopefully. But these are some of the matchups that you come across where if you don't really have a good answer for their stat boosts, then you have to maybe wait for a critical hit, or you have to do very good teamwork and some maybe status conditions. I am fully paralyzed here, so... And then Zamazenta is no longer have his body press disabled, so that's going to be a big problem for us. Hopefully our Zamazenta can take care of that. Except we're paralyzed. I managed to get the Trick Room up, so we should have the speed advantage here. I should be able to maybe... I mean, I go for Protect, maybe to try and bait Body Press into me, and then I can disable. And so they've used Body Press there. I can maybe disable it. Except this Zamazenta is using Coaching, which I think should really go for those Body Presses, because really it's the only thing that can damage this Zamazenta at the moment. I try and disable the Body Press. Goes for Protect to stop me from doing that. Hopefully I can do it on the next turn. Funny, like everyone's really just ignoring the Regirock, but it's like chipping away at us. And I don't get to do another disable on the Body Press, unfortunately, so... What do I have here? I mean, I'm not sure why it's going for close combats after it's done Iron Defense. Just a very interesting moveset that they have with the Zamazenta. It's got close combat, it's got like coaching, so it's what, maybe a support Pokemon? I mean, just looking at their team, they have like 3 restricteds on their team, so kind of tells me a little bit about their strategy, maybe. I go for a Groudon. I bring out Groudon. I try and get some damage off with that. With the blades. Does good damage to Regirock, barely even touches Zamazenta. So with that body press, he might even go for a sweep. And we just kind of let it landslide on us, snowball out of control. They do have Lunala in the back, we'll see what they can do. How can I approach this matchup differently? Definitely to have another like strong electric attacker, maybe a grass attacker. I mean, I have lots of grass terror. I have one grass type, one grass terror, two grass terrors, but I don't have any grass tags, which obviously is not going to benefit me in a matchup like this. Goes for the Thunder Wave. Let's see what Lunala can do. Hopefully he can get lots of damage off on that Zamazenta, and then I can just try and finish it off. But it gets fully paralyzed. Goes for Heavy Slam, which does okay damage. I think that they can still hang in there, get some good damage off on Zamazenta. Regirock is just sitting there, like, we're just ignoring it because, I mean, it's got body press, but it doesn't really have an iron defense. And they're just chipping away. I missed the press. I missed my attack, which is like the worst thing that can happen right now. Great accuracy right there. We get rid of the Regirock, but not really worried about the Regirock. Although it has just been chipping away at us like the whole time. I think that we could probably bring down the Zamazenta in maybe 2 hits if we get some, if the damage is good on the special side, and then like the Groudon can go for his attack. Okay, I try and go for a Terra Fire into a Heat Crash, and I don't know how much damage this will do on Zamazenta, but we'll see. It's going to resist it, but normally just because I'm so heavy that it sometimes gets off a decent amount of damage. The thing is that with the body press, it's just going to keep doing lots of damage on us, even though I'm pretty high in defense. We'll see. And it does pretty much nothing. Nothing. So they can just keep going for iron defense. And I don't think I have enough, like... I think that this match would just be a landslide on my end. So, yeah. Just go for a give up. And GG's to my opponents, and well played. For a matchup like that, it was just... it got out of hand. And then... yeah, we just strategize better. Thank you guys for watching the video. It's good sometimes to look at the matches where it didn't quite go your way and where you had holes and things that you could have done better next time. Like for me, it was the roster that I picked. And also, I'm not sure if too many decisions were good or not, but It gives you an example of when sometimes you cannot cover a particular matchup, and this is where you just patch up the holes in your team. For me, maybe like an electric attack, or maybe a grass attack, or something that can cut through the defense, or haze. But anyway, if you enjoyed the content, then please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more, as I can easily post like lots of wins, but I chose these kind of matches to show just because I think that it's better learning overall. So thank you guys, and see you guys in the next video.